girl. This is
The vote in policy-related polls. Elon Musk 3 times after he put up a poll on Sunday.
hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Own It. Welcome to this featured hour with me, aka that Cuban girl. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I do have to say that, little disclaimer, okay? It is my first time streaming on my computer, so I apologize if, if I'm a little delayed on like accepting boxes or requests or something, just because it's my first time streaming through my computer. My phone is not working. So, yes, with that said, thank you for being here. Thank you for being on my show. I appreciate all of you for showing up. I appreciate you guys for the love, the favorites, the support, everything every single day. Today's show, as you can tell, we're celebrating the holidays because it is the last show before Christmas. So, it's amazing, right? It's a great time to be here. It's a great time to be alive. So we celebrate the holidays like this today. Thank you for tuning in. For all of you guys who are new, my name is Cicely. I go by that Cuban girl, and you guys are probably wondering, who is this girl that has a feature show? What's this show all about? As you saw in the intro video. By the way, shout out to my admin Emoji J. If you would like to be a guest on my show, feel free to reach out to him and ask him how you can be a part of the show. But as you saw in the intro is all about confidence. It's all about being in your power. And my name is Cicely. I am a former Miss Cuba. I am a model. I am a ring girl for boxing. And I have 10 years of experience in the entertainment industry, acting, hosting. I have a show that's coming out in 2023 on PBS. And this is my passion. My passion is hosting, connecting, talking to all of you guys. I am somewhat of a newer streamer. I've only been streaming for about 6 or 7 months since this past June. And I'm super excited to be here. So that's a little bit of who I am. And Own It is me bringing my experience in the entertainment industry to all of you guys here on the streaming platform with the intention to help you become the best version of who you are, and as well in return I become the best version of who I am too, because it's an effort. It's a group effort, right? Like when we all connect, we all learn from each other. It's a beautiful thing. So my hopes, my intention with the show is that you learn to own who you are and the beautiful, wonderful things that make up who you are, your flaws, your uniqueness, your unique talents, whether you're a streamer or you're not a streamer. I hope and my intention is that after this hour of being together, you have more inspiration and you have the tools to become the best version of yourself, right? So if you're just tuning in, thank you so much for being here. This is Own It with that Cuban girl feature hour here every single Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific. And today's show. It is going to be amazing. Couple of announcements, please. It is a feature show, so make sure that you're respectful towards me and the guests. Make sure that we keep the chat clean. Okay, I do have bouncers on the chat, so thank you and shout out to all of my bouncers on the chat. I appreciate you. I see you. Also, that's the other thing. I do see you all. I see your comments and I see your gifts and everything. I will not acknowledge each and every one of you guys individually throughout the show because I do have guests that I'm going to be giving my time and attention to, but I see all the love. If this is your first time on the show, please make sure that you favor me, that you continue to see the journey, and that you favor my guests as well. Okay. Another announcement. What can you expect on today's show? Well, it's very simple. On today's show, I'm going to be talking to two beautiful guests that are going to be sharing their experience when it comes to streaming and their life goals. And also, we're going to be talking about our topic for the day, which I'm going to let you know in just a minute. Then you can also expect the quote of the day after my first guest, and after my second guest and I talk, I'm going to give you the tips of the day based on our topic. Okay. And then at the very end, if everyone is available, I'm going to be bringing everybody back in the box for final thoughts, shout outs, etc. So that is the rundown of how the segments of the show are going to happen today. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for spending this wonderful hour with me. And okay, so today's topic, and as I announced last week, is how to optimize your social media. Okay, okay, hold on. If you are not a streamer and you're like, oh, this is a social media show, stop. Do not go anywhere. Okay, because even if you're not a streamer, you can still take tools and tips that you can implement, whether you're a business owner or you work from home or anything else that you do, because these are things that you can implement in your daily life. You don't have to be a public figure, a streamer, or any of the sort. You can still implement these things in your life and still take inspiration and tips from my guests today, because if you can't relate to me, I am sure you're going to be able to relate to at least one of my guests, right? I mean, it's three of us. Um, so thank you guys for being here again. Another thing I want to let you know, at the very end of the show, I always um like I always make the top streamer, the top supporter of the stream for the day, my bouncer. This is how I add bouncers to my bouncer family. So if you are the top gifter, the top supporter of the stream, then you get to be part of this wonderful community of that Cuban girl. And there's going to be a lot of surprises that I am preparing for the year 2023. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram so we can stay connected. Okay. So I believe I have said it all. If my guests can please request the box so we can start talking. Um, but yeah, my two guests today are very special people. One of them is a reptile lover, streamer, loves to talk about horror in her streams. And the other one is a UK streamer who loves the good vibes and the good people on the stream. So that is definitely my jam. So let me welcome Serpentina Blizz to the show.
Your elf hat made me put on my Santa hat.
Yay! I love it. It's so good to meet you. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. This is actually new for the show. I usually wear my yellow jacket, but today I was like, it's almost Christmas. I have to
Yeah,
like
you
change
gotta
it
be
up.
festive.
Yeah, you have to. Thank you so much for being here. As I told you, the topic of the show today is social media, but we don't need to only talk about social media, right? Because the intention of the show, I love talking to my guests about who they are, why do they stream, what's the best thing that that they've taken out of streaming, because I want to help people out there.
Thank you.
Maybe some people out there don't know how to start streaming or how to start connecting. So tell me a little bit about your story, Serpentina.
So I actually started streaming on Twitch about 5 years ago. I started streaming because I'm on disability for various reasons, and I have a lot of social anxiety. But I'm a social person, but I don't like crowds. So I decided to give streaming a try, and I like just interacting with different sorts of people and being able to connect and whatnot, and being able to have a platform to just talk about similar interests is awesome because you still get to do it from wherever you want, and it's a little easier to socialize that way for me, I guess.
1000%. I love that you're a Twitch streamer because I'm going to start streaming on there very soon,
Oh,
actually. So
really?
you and I
Nice.
can
Oh,
talk.
yeah, 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 for sure.
No, and I love that because I'm a new streamer. This is the first time I stream. So I've been like on Meet Me for about since June, like, so like 6 months or something like that. So I could definitely take, tips from you. Like being a streamer for so long, does regardless of the app, right? What do you think has been like your biggest takeaway from that?
Take everything with a grain of salt. I don't like to sound negative, but there are a lot of people that are in it for themselves, and you kind of got to weed those people out and just kind of, yes, supporting other people is obvious. Thank you. It's obviously like really important,
Motion
but
detected at the front
you also
door.
got to just take everyone for what they're worth because a lot of people will either use you or try to benefit from you or make you benefit them in some way. Especially on Twitch, you'll notice that a lot more. So just kind of just be your own person, do your own thing. Taking ideas from other people is good, but trying to like be authentically you in everything that you put on your channel. Because Twitch, you've got emotes and all the other stuff. Everything that like represents you and what you're about is what's important.
I love that. So what are you about? What are your streams about?
Okay, so I have not streamed on Twitch for a while. My computer has been dead. I normally stream on here with my computer, so I breed ball pythons and keep a lot of other species of reptiles. And those are in my stream a lot. I go into my reptile room when I clean my reptiles. I introduce them all. I show them all off. I've got some pretty big lizards that I call my dinosaurs. I've got a tegu and a savanna monitor. They're small right now, but they'll be about 5 feet lizards when they're grown. So just kind of cool to interact with them. I am a horror fanatic. I work a horror convention every year. Uh, Pretty much that's the type of movie I like to watch. So I can talk about that for hours and hours and hours. It's pretty much reptiles horror, just random banter. Try to keep it upbeat just because nobody likes to come in and just be sad. So I try to keep it as positive as possible.
Right. No, and for me, that's been like the best thing to every time I stream. It's like my favorite thing where like people really connect, in my
Yeah.
opinion, very authentically, and like the conversations flow differently than like in any other social media platform, in my opinion, which
Oh
is like,
yeah, for sure. This is you'll notice a difference just in a shift of like just the attitude and stuff. Because I've only been streaming on here since July, and I actually like streaming on here, just the different vibes than I do on Twitch. Just because people like here, it's you're chatting on there. People are typically watching you do something like play games, do art, something. But here, it's supposed to be, you're face talking to people, so it's a lot more interactive in that sense. Because on Twitch, you do a lot of talking to yourself until you get a lot of people in there. So yeah, people are more respectful on here than they are on the gaming channels.
I love that. So what's your goal with streaming on, I don't know if you're on Meet Me or POF, but
I'm on Meet Me. Really just to be able to talk to interesting people and have similar interests, and it's just I just that's pretty much what I do is try to find people to talk to. It makes me feel less alone during the day because my husband works a lot. So
oh, well, I love that. And you guys, quick pause. If you're just tuning in right now, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Own It with me, that Cuban girl. This is your feature hour that happens on here every single Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific. Own It is all about owning the uniqueness of your brand, the uniqueness of who you are, and owning like essentially who you are, right? Like without, whether we all have flaws, right? Like owning the things that you don't like about yourself, but the things you also love about yourself that make you a better online personality, and it makes you the best version of yourself. What I love doing here because of my experience in entertainment, pageantry, all of that, is I love to share my tips and the things that I have learned with all of you guys, in the with the intention just to make your afternoon better, your evening better, and good vibes, right? So right now I'm talking to Serpentina Bliss. She's a streamer on here. She's got amazing style. I mean, hello. And
Thank
she's
you.
a reptile lover. Please give her a favorite and keep connecting with her. So, Serpentina, today's topic is about how to optimize your social media. Do
And I
you?
need that help.
Oh, I love that. I love.
I'm so bad about social media. Like I have plenty. I'm so bad about knowing when to post or what to post or even like how to tag. I just kind of let it out there.
So, I would say with that, for all of you guys watching right now, don't worry about when to post so much, right? It's mostly about consistency than the times that you post. I know social media, like Instagram specifically, or even YouTube, right? Like it tells you like your best times or whatever. I never look at that because there's other things that I'm going to be talking about in a little bit. There's other things that are way more important than the times when you post, like consistency. Like if you're consistent with your posts, if you're posting at least 3-4 times a week, then that works. But there's other things that go into it that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. But so when it comes to social media, Serpentina, I want to ask you a question. Do you post about streaming on your other platforms?
When I was streaming on Twitch, I did, but I didn't want a bunch of people to follow me on here. That sounds weird, but I didn't want a bunch of people to follow me on here, so I've not posted anything about Meet Me on there or anything.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just I asked that question because this is something I've talked about with a lot of my friends here on like my streamer friends, right? And even when I started streaming, because I come from like the entertainment industry, right?
Hmm.
Like I was very concerned, like, oh my God, what are people gonna think about me? Are they gonna think that I'm like a cam girl now? Like, you know?
Yeah.
But I quickly realized that for me, at least, I mean, I respect everyone's opinion, but I figured, okay, so what's my intention behind being a streamer? So for me, my intention, truthfully, was connecting, building my community, growing my network of people, right?
Hmm.
So because that's my intention, then I decided, okay, I am going to talk about Meet Me and talk about streaming because I that's the whole point of this for me. It's like I want to connect,
Yeah.
with other people. So I would say, which is actually one of the tips I had. Thank God I got more tips for today. But this is like one of the tips I had saved for you guys for later is it, as long as it's not, because I understand there's a lot of people, because of their jobs or what, if it's not personal to you and you cannot post, then that's totally fine. But if you're the type of person who really wants to connect and really wants to like build that community, it is so important for you to authentically share your streamer journey. In my opinion, it's really
Yeah.
helped me a lot.
Yeah, I need to just get over the reasons why I don't want to post about it and just do it.
Yeah, well, a lot of the reasons most of the time is fear, right? Fear of
Hmm.
like, who's gonna follow me? Who's gonna be all up in my business now?
Yeah.
So like, of course, with a bigger platform, more people being interested in who you are, I would say, be more private with like the location where you live and things
Hmm.
like that. 100%. But I think it's so important to genuinely connect with people, and if you choose to be a streamer, right, like to open up that community, I think, right? So, hello everybody. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Own It. This is the show where, it's good vibes, good intentions, positivity, and I help you. I'm that Cuban girl. I help you, give you tips and tools of things that have helped me in my entertainment journey, so you can become the best version of yourself, whether you're a streamer or whether you're just watching us and you just want more connection, with the intention of helping you own who you are and become the best version of yourself. When I talk to my guests, I also become the best version of me because I'm learning every single week more things about different backgrounds and people, right? So stick around for the quote of the day, more tips for the day. At the very end of the show, I am going to be making my top gifter supporter of the day my bouncer. And yeah, that's it. Today we're talking to Serpentina Bliss. So Serpentina, we like I want to talk a little bit more about your reptiles and like that's actually so cool because I'm scared of them.
You know how many there's a lot of people that are scared of them, and especially snakes. And I also I don't breed the tarantulas, but I'm on my bed right now, and 2 feet away from my bed I've got 9 tarantula enclosures, and that creeps a lot of people out. I don't like house spiders, but the tarantulas don't bother me.
Well, they're not venomous, right?
No, the tarantulas are all venomous. It's just they're not. Okay, so the tarantulas I keep, they'll mostly give you a headache or make you like sick, but they're not gonna kill you.
Okay. Someone said on the comments, "Oh hell no."
Well, okay, and we breed ball python snakes. So we have right now probably about 40 snakes, but 7 of those are babies that we need to sell off. But so we have a lot of snakes, but most of our reptiles are kept in a single bedroom, like the door shut, it's climate controlled. They stay in there so no one ever sees them. We have the lizards and the baby snakes and my tortoise in the bedroom.
So Phoenix on the comments is asking, how can you trust them?
The snakes or the spiders?
Oh, I don't know.
So the spiders are in enclosures, and they're not. Well, I don't really have any jumpy spiders. They're all like ambush predators. So when something drops, they'll jump on it. I don't really worry about them. The snakes, you kind of get to learn their body language and how they appear when they're going to strike. And snakes will really only strike out of 2 reasons. It's not aggressive, they're defensive. It's either going to be a hunger mistake, like, because my husband got bit by my Burmese python one time because he went to move the door open more with one hand but had the rat in the other hand, so he sensed the rat and bit his arm real quick, and that's about it. He's been bit by plenty of other snakes because we also help our friends, and they've got about 200 and some animals at their house. Probably closer to 3 now, but he's been bit by quite a few of their snakes before.
Oh my goodness. Well, shout out to husband. I hear him in the background.
Yeah, I told him he had to come in here and be my emotional support human.
Oh, I love that. No, you're doing so well, and I'm loving the conversation. I was actually gonna say, another way that you can really, optimize your social media. I don't know if you do it, but it's by sharing tips on the reptiles. Do you do that already?
I don't share tips, but I do share a lot of like pictures and a lot of like the silly things that my animals do. Like my Savannah yesterday, he's still new and getting used to people, and monitors are the smartest lizards on earth. Uh, but he hasn't really been handled by a lot of people, and we're his third owner, so he's a little grumpy. But he always acts like he's hungry. So yesterday I was like, you know what? We're just gonna let you eat as much as you want. And he ate so much his stomach extended so bad, and I went to go feed him his last piece of shrimp, and he hissed at me, and I'm like, are you done? And he literally just rolled off his hide, like
Oh,
did not he like went to get down and just like fell over. So I post a bunch of stuff like that because like they might, even though they're just like snakes and reptiles, they still have personality, and it's like fun to watch them.
100%. But I think if you really wanted to like optimize more your social media, like post tips and like because a lot of people like me, for example, I'm sure people in the comments too, we're not very familiar with reptiles. A lot of us are scared. So maybe if you share
Mhm.
more tips on like, and they don't have to be super produced videos, but
Yeah.
just little things like why reptiles are cool to have around, or like did you know that they shed their skin because whatever
Well, that is a really good idea. Actually, I should start doing that.
you should, because that way you can also tie it with your streaming because you, like you said, you stream
Yeah,
on reptiles, right?
yeah. I
So
we even have cameras set up in a lot of their enclosures, so when my computer's running, I can put their cameras up so people can see what they're doing and stuff.
100%. You can get really creative in little short clips on your social media on why they're not what people think they are. Like there's this, I'll send it to you on Instagram when we're done with the show. There's this account I follow of this guy who he doesn't own, it's like a big, I don't know the name of it, a big it's not a farm. I don't know. In Africa, he has like a big land and he teaches
Hmm.
people like about lions and tigers and everything. And I
A
think it's
preserve.
a reserve. There you go. Yeah, thank you.
He's smart.
Yeah, so I think it's really awesome when, because I love watching things like that just so I learn from about animals, and I love sharks. So I love watching things about sharks too. So I think that'd be really cool for you.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I actually will implement that.
Yeah,
But
of
see,
course.
social media is something that I need help with because I'm like,
Yeah, I'm going to continue to make more shows about branding and marketing and social media. But I can also share with you tips and things on Instagram later. I can DM
yeah,
you.
that'd be awesome. I would super appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you so much for being here, Serpentina.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
anything you want to shout out before I let you go?
Um, Merry Christmas. I'm really bad about being put on the spot.
It's okay. Do you have a streaming schedule on here?
I don't. I try to stream in the morning. And then I do a lot of like nighttime streams is when I do my bad movie commentary. Pretty much randomly throughout the day, just when I feel like I want to be social. I know it's bad. I need to have a schedule, but I'm so bad at keeping schedules.
No, it's okay. It's not bad. It's the way you rather do your stream. And I always tell people on here, like I'm a big supporter of streaming when you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, don't make yourself stream
Yeah.
because that's the
Yeah.
energy you put out, right?
Yeah, totally. If I'm like not feeling 100%, I typically won't stream because you can I definitely hold my emotions very much in my face. I have a very expressive face, so if I'm feeling some type of way, you can tell.
Yeah, 100%. Well, thank you for being here, Serpentina. If you're around later at the end of the show, I would love to have you back in the box.
Of course, yeah.
But for now, I appreciate you. Everybody go favor her, give her love, and check her Instagram and everything out, okay? I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Right. Thanks.
So, you guys, for everybody who's just tuning in, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Own It. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the favorites. Today, it's a little bit different for me for two reasons. Number one, I'm streaming from my computer. So if my camera is not as clear as my phone, I 100% apologize. I couldn't log in to Meet Me from my phone. So go figure. But thank God the computer works. So here we are. Um, I want to welcome you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Own It. This happens every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. This is your featured hour where you can get more tips and become the best version of yourself, become a better host, market yourself better, brand yourself better. And how do we do this? Well, I am a former Miss Cuba. I am a model. I'm a ring girl. I have been in the entertainment industry for 10 years. And what I do in the show is I bring tips and tools that I have learned throughout my entire time of doing this out there in the world to the online platforms. So, my intention with the show is for you and I to really own the uniqueness of who we are, because ultimately we're all very unique in our own different ways, and that is okay. As a streamer, you should embrace that. And if you're not a streamer, you should embrace that in your daily life. So thank you for being here. I see all the comments. I see all of the love, and I appreciate you all. Please stick around because what you can expect moving forward in the show are the following. I am about to give you the quote of the day. Shortly after, I'm going to be bringing my second guest up in the box so we can have another amazing chat. He's a UK streamer, and you're going to get to know him better. So am I, because I don't know him. Then I'm going to continue giving you tips about how to optimize your social media. And then I am going to give a shout out to the top streamer. I'm sorry, the top supporter, gifter of the stream, and he or she will become part of my bouncer family. So I truly appreciate you all. I appreciate you for being here. And the quote of the day, because we're talking about social media today. So the quote of the day is, of course, about social media, because I believe it's an amazing tool, right? Like, life is perception. Life is what you make it. Life is what you interpret. So you can view social media as a negative thing, or you can view social media as a tool where you can connect with people. So I found this quote that I really, really loved, and it goes, social media is not a media. The key is to listen, engage, and build relationships. And I personally love that because that is exactly how I use my platforms to engage, build relationships, and connect. Somebody said facts. I appreciate you. Please keep the comments going. My show is a new show, so I appreciate the engagement and the love and the shares and all the sorts. So, I am going to be asking my next guest to please request the box. His name is JME. I saw you in the comments, so I know you're here. He is a UK streamer who loves the good vibes, and we're going to get to know him a little bit better.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you? I love the background.
Thank you very much.
You're
I like the
welcome.
elf hat as well.
Ah, thank you. It is not the usual own it look, but I figured I would rock it today.
Yes, Felix. Let's go. How are you, Cuban girl? What are you up to? How's your day been? What have you been up to?
My day's been amazing. Let me see. I uploaded a new YouTube video on my channel. So if you don't follow me, please go subscribe to, that Cuban girl. There's a new video up. It's actually my YouTube channel's birthday today. So yeah, that's what I
Let's go. Love that.
thank you. How's your day going? What are you up to?
I have been working hard, come home, had food, had a bath, started streaming for a little while, and I thought I'd jump on the show. I was looking forward to it. I was well excited today. All day I was excited.
Why were you so excited about being on the show? Tell me, tell me.
I think for me it's just a way it's a way of getting to know new people, expressing yourself, building new relationships and just moving forward, getting bigger. I love it.
I love that. No, I thank you for being here. I so appreciate your time. And I know it's late in the UK, probably like 10 p.m. or something like that, right?
Yes, it's 10:30, but we're good. We're good.
I love that. So, Jamie, you sent me a very short bio. So we're gonna talk a lot.
No, we could talk. Listen, to be fair, I'm a chatterbox. I can talk a lot, but when people ask what I do on my streams, I like to vibe with good people. When I first came on the stream, I came in here to get away from a lot of bad stuff, and this app helped me through a lot of stuff, and it made me grow into myself, and I built myself. I met great people, and I found myself, and I love it. I love this app.
Oh, I love to hear that so much. I love that. And for me, I almost wish I would have found this app back in quarantine. It would have been so amazing. But I didn't, which is totally okay. But I totally get that. So how long have you been streaming on here for?
I'll, I have been on the app for about a year now, but I've been streaming for about 10 months, nine to 10 months, something like that.
I
I love
love
it.
that. I love that. So when you stream, what do you stream about?
Um, Basically, do you know what I really like to do? I really like to make everyone smile, laugh, have a joke, but at the same time, I like to play my music. I love music so much. Like, I don't just have like one type of music. I vibe with so much different types of genres of music, and everyone comes into my stream and they say, oh, what's this song called? Oh, I love the vibes. Let's go. Like, what's your Spotify? Like, I love music so much, and that's how we run. That's why I got the headphone emoji. I mix, but I need to get myself my mixing set up, get it ready to go. But once I get that set up, my stream is gonna be it. It's gonna be crazy. I
Oh,
can't wait.
I love that. So you're a musician and you stream music. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had a guest when I was first doing the first runs of the show who's also a musician. And one of the things I think find very interesting for musicians that a lot of people kind of take overlook is the streaming opportunities for music, because music is such a tough industry, and like I've been in entertainment for a while and it's so tough.
100%. Like I feel like if you've got a talent, you should show it. And being on social media, like that is a good way to absolutely express yourself to everybody. Like, say if it's just me, you, and a few others that are just all friends, and only them friends can hear it, like it's not going to expand. But when you can show it to everybody that's in the world, people will be like, do you know what? I really like that. I'm a fave that person. Someone else hears that I'm a fave that person. Next minute, your music has gone, it's gone crazy.
Yeah, no, now and that's why I think social media is such an important tool, especially for artists, right? Or for even for business owners, because we get to share now more than ever. We get to share with people that we 20 years ago we would have never probably met.
100%. Like, do you know what? That's what I love about this app. Like to express myself to other people from so many different countries. Like my parents, they're 50 and up now, but it took for them to be 50 years of age to go abroad. So they've never experienced another country. They've never met anyone else. Do you know what I mean? So for me, like going on this app and sh showing people from Canada, from California, Italy, Spain, Portugal, and just showing everybody like what you can do and who you are, like it's amazing.
I love that. I love your energy too. And I'm from California, by the way. Um,
Hey, let's go.
Hey, let's go. I'm not, well, I'm Cuban. Obviously, I'm Cuban, but I live in Cali now.
Love, love
Um,
that.
no, I love that. I love your energy. I definitely want to come to the UK sometime because I've never been to Europe. So that's definitely my bucket list. There was another streamer on here. Shout out to Nemo. I don't know if he's still here, but he's also a UK streamer. Do you know Nemo?
I've heard of Nemo. I've heard of Nemo. I don't know Nemo, but I've heard of Nemo.
Okay, well, he's also a UK streamer, and I told him the other day, I was like, when I come to the UK, I'm gonna meet up with you.
I love that.
So JME, when it comes to like social media, do you find it easy to share your streaming journey on there or not yet?
100%. Like I'm very open. Like I don't see like my parents know I stream, like my friends know I stream, my family, everybody knows I stream. Like I make it like a thing where do you know what, there's a lot of people on this app where they don't tend to tell people in the background that they stream. They keep that like a little secret. But see, for me, like I'm very open. I love it. I'll go to work. I'll tell everyone later on I'm gonna go live on the stream. I'm gonna vibe, and people are about it. Like it's good to give that energy to people, and I feel like it's a good opportunity for people that are not on the app to let them know about it as well, because they might want to join it as well. I've got so many people that are interested. I've got like 10 people that I've made join this app because I've told them how much I enjoy life now by streaming. I love it.
Oh yeah, me too. I've told some, friends who, support me on the app, but also I've told other friends who have started to stream and it's amazing.
No, 100%. And I feel like is do you know, like, so people come on this app to get away from their situation that they're going through, but when they realize how life actually should be, like their real world starts to become a lot easier as well. Do you know what I mean? Like my real life, when I first joined this app, my real life was bad. Came to the stream, it got so much better. I found myself, and now when I live my life outside of the stream, I live a happy life. I'm good. I'm happy, and that's through streaming.
I love that. You guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Own It. Welcome to this feature hour with me, Cicely, aka that Cuban girl. Yes, I am Cuban, 100%. It's my first language is Spanish. I am Cuban, okay? Just for the doubters. But welcome to Own It. This is the show where I bring my experience in the entertainment industry for the last 10 years to you, whether you're a streamer or an audience member, with the intention to help you and me become the best versions of ourselves, become better hosts, brand ourselves better, market ourselves better, build better communities, and ultimately how to connect better by owning the uniqueness of who we are, because we're all unique and we just have to own it. Okay, so if you're new to my stream and to my show, please hit me with a favorite. Please favor my guest JME and my other guest who's going to be joining me in the box very shortly as well. Give them love. Check out their streams. The whole point of shows like this one is to bring everybody together, connect, share the opportunities, the wealth, the friends, and for us to all become a big community. So Oh yeah, and also, please look me up on YouTube, that Cuban girl, and connect with me on Instagram and with my guests as well. Okay. So JME, you by the way, you're lagging a little bit. I don't know if it's me. Um,
Am I still lagging? Am I okay?
yes, I can hear you. Oh, he's fine. Oh, no lag. Okay, so it's just, oh, you're fine now. Yeah, it's probably just me. It's probably just me. It's okay, as long as I can hear you. So, what is your, when it comes to streaming, what's your goal on here?
To be fair, like I want to go as far as I can actually possibly go. Like I love vibing. I love my music. I love the energy that I have. Like I realized that when I first joined the app, there is circles that try to bring you down. But do you know what? I I'm one of the people. Everybody's different, but I'm one of the people. I shrink my circle so it's a good circle, and that circle will expand a little bit bigger. But it always will be a good circle, and I just want to be the best I can be on the app. Like I will be the best I can be. If I could make it to a top badge one day, I would love to be a top badge. But to be fair, I'm happy where I am, and I do what I do, and I just vibe. I love to vibe. Listen, as long as I'm happy and everybody else is in my stream is happy, then we're good.
Oh, 100%. The best and most important thing is to be happy and do things that make you happy. But also, if you want to be a top badge, you could totally set that goal and be a top badge, you know?
You know, that would be something. Do you know what, that would, if I ever done that, like if that was something I ever done, I would absolutely be amazed by it because there's so many people like, if I'm honest with you, like I don't want to disrespect it, but I see a lot of top badges and I feel like, where's your energy? Where is your vibe? Like, and there is a few top badges I see. I see the effort they make. They go out their way. They like to be consistent. They like to keep their streamers entertained. But I see other people sitting on a chair and talking nonsense and doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's about energy. It's about vibing, connecting. So if they can do it, I can do it. I don't care. That's my vibe.
Oh, 100%. And one good way to do it is to have a feature show. And I don't know, that's something you've thought about, but I encourage it, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel like a feature show. I'll have to think about what kind of feature show I'd do. Like generally, like maybe I might have to like get people to come in and like get them in the stream and teach them how to mix. I don't know. I don't know. I'll try something like that. I don't know.
Listen,
It'd be something
something I
different.
learned from something oh, Emoji J says, contact me after, I'll help you. It's true. He did help me with my feature show. But one thing I heard from Tony Robbins is that we all have a skill that is teachable to other people. All of us have something that we know that other people don't know that we can teach. So think about it.
Hey,
Quick pause. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, this is Own It. This is your feature hour with me, that Cuban girl. Happens here every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Own It is the show where we become the best versions of ourselves. I have two guests every single Tuesday that we share our stories, our struggles, whatever it is, in order to inspire and to help everybody at home become the best version of themselves by owning the uniqueness of who we are, because we are all unique. So there are two questions in the chat. I have been reading you guys. I've been reading you. There are two questions in the chat that I would love to answer. So okay, I'm gonna answer the first one. Phoenix was asking, let me see, are you not afraid to share your private life on social networks? I'm gonna answer that. That is one thing that I was kind of skeptical about before I started talking about streaming, but there are ways that you can go about it, okay? The number one tip and way that you can go about it is make sure that on Instagram you have your location set to not share, okay? So when you're on Instagram, have your location in your phone settings like non-shareable, because if you don't, then Instagram automatically shares your location with people. Okay, so that's very important for privacy. Number two, I don't share my private life on social media. I share things that inspire. I share things that I genuinely want to share with you, but I'm not sharing like where I live, or I'm very careful about sharing my
yeah,
location or my whereabouts, right? And the other thing, the other tip I want to give you, because I do have a social life, right? Where like I go to restaurants, I go to places. I never, never, never post that I am out of place when I am in the place. Okay. I will post it later.
I love that.
So these are privacy and safety tips for all of you guys. There are healthy ways for you to share on your social media. Where you are, right, or what you do, so be very careful, but if you're safe about it, there are ways to go about it. Now the second question is for you, JME. The second question comes from Kim Mornings, and she says, what separates you from other streamers? What do you offer that maybe others don't?
I feel like, do you know what? If people actually got to know me as a person in real life, like they realize that I'm actually a genuine person. I see a lot of people on this app. They have a persona, a background, the way they are, and the way they approach themselves. But you can see that it's fake. Like what you get with me is genuine. Like I like to bring good energy, good vibes. I love my music. I like to bounce off other people. So like if I stream, like I'll see your vibe straight away, how you are. Like I'll bounce off you, and you'll bounce off me. And I like to just make sure that everybody has a good laugh. Like that's me.
I love that. And that's so important because a lot of times we overlook, like if you're a person that has a great personality, why is it that a lot of times we feel like we have nothing to offer? And it's like, no, no, no. Your personality is enough. That is the best thing. That's what makes you unique. That's the best thing you can offer somebody as a streamer is your unique personality. Because
100%.
when I started streaming, I used to think, oh my God, I don't have all the bells and I don't know the saying, the bells and buzzles or whatever. Like, a lot of streamers have cool backgrounds and all these things. And I was like, no, but like I'm enough. My skills are enough. My personality is enough.
100%. Like for even if I'm not streaming, and I'll go into other people's streams, like I go out of my way to make someone smile in their stream. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll do something to make them laugh, and do you know what I mean? Like that's what I do. I'm always about having a laugh.
I love that. Bells and
Everybody, listen. I love the support that's in the group right now. Like see all these people right here. Like big up all of you, man. I love all of you.
I know. It's been so nice to see all the support and the comments on the chat. Thank you. I so appreciate you all we all do, all of us, me and my guests. We all appreciate you, being here and engaging with us and being part of the conversation. That's why I'm trying my best to engage with the comments and engage with the conversations. Thank you. We see all the gifts,
Thank you,
the
Bliss.
hearts, the favorites. Like, thank you so much for being here. Your energy is very much welcomed here. I love so much what we're talking about, Jamie. I love your story, personality, everything that makes you you. I'm definitely gonna be connecting with you out of
I
here
love that.
on social media. Anything you would like to plug in or shout out?
Like honestly, I just want to shout out all my support. Like I want to say thank you to everybody that's come through. Because you know what? See today, like when I was coming to the show, I was thinking, I can't wait to go. Like can't wait to do it. Everyone was going, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know." And everyone was like, "Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. We'll come in. We're gonna come there and support you." Like I love it. Like so, I just want to say thank you for everyone that's come over to say hello. And it's honestly, it's lovely to meet you as well.
Oh, thank you so much. I so appreciate you too. It's lovely to meet you. I love meeting people. And yeah, well, I'm going to let you go for just a little bit. Stick around. I'll bring you back in the box with Serpentina, okay?
No worries, my darling.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
All right, my loves. Well, thank you so much for being here. No, do not worry. The show is not over yet, okay? We still have a few more minutes to go, a few more conversations to ignite. And if you have questions, and you please drop them in the comments. I'm reading them. I think I'm going to actually continue to stream on the computer. This is actually, I think, a way better setup for me. My camera might not be the best, so I apologize, but it's actually a pretty good setup. I see everyone's comments. I like the computer more too. That's cool. So anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, this is Own It. This is your feature show that happens here exclusively on the Meet Me app and I guess partner sister websites apps as well. This happens every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. And Own It is a show where We come together for inspiration, for tips, for tools that we can implement in our daily life. And what I do is I bring my experience from the entertainment industry to you so we can all become the best versions of ourselves by owning who we are and the uniqueness of who we are. I appreciate your energy, your favorites. Please make sure you favorite if you see somebody in the comments that you think like they're awesome, go connect with them. This is what future shows should be all about: community, connectivity, sharing the good vibes, supporting each other. Okay, how often is your show again? It is on, thank you, legend, it is on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, my love. Everybody go favorite legend. He's a top batch, amazing, amazing streamer. He has a feature show, an emoji trivia show every Monday at 11 p.m. Eastern time. Go check out Legend. He's amazing. And this is what the show is all about: connecting all of us to each other. Okay. Do not forget that. Connect with me on Instagram, YouTube, you name it. All right. I always reply to all of you guys. So today we're talking about how to optimize your social media. All right. And I've already given you guys tips that I use, and I love that because your questions in the comments have actually helped me give you more tips than what I had written down for you. But of course there are so many things on social media that we can implement and do, right? So we're not going to talk about all of it today, but when I was thinking about tips to give you, I was thinking about what kind of tips can I give you that are going to be easy for like a beginner on social media and somebody who's also a streamer. Because the truth is, chances are, if you're thinking about utilizing your social media in your streamer, if you're thinking about utilizing your social media, is because most likely you're a streamer. And if you're not a streamer, most likely you're a business owner of some sort, right? Or most likely you want to connect. So if this is who you are, JME said confidence is key. 1000%, 1000%. So I want to just share with you some tips. Okay, so optimizing your social media, like I was saying before, it's not really all about the times that you post. It's about connecting with other people, right? Like engagement, it is the most important thing when it comes to talking. Let's talk about Instagram and YouTube because it's my lingo. Okay, I can't talk to you about TikTok or any of that, but Instagram and YouTube, I speak. So engagement is the best way, the most important thing. Okay, so when you genuinely engage with people, and that's why I tell all of you guys, connect with me on Instagram. I always answer the DMs, and I don't do it because of the engagement. I do it because I genuinely want to connect with all of you guys. But when you do this, every time you answer somebody's DMs, every time you answer a story reply, like you post a story, somebody replies to you and you're answering to them, all of that is connecting. Like I mentioned before in the quote, social media is all about connecting and building community and building relationships. And always remember that as long as you're building relationships and connections on social media, you are optimizing your social media. So to me, in my opinion, that's the number one thing to do, because this works with big accounts and small accounts. If you have 100 followers, it doesn't matter. If you're connecting with the 100 of them, that's 100% engagement. That is huge. If you have 1 million followers but only like 100 are engaging with you, that's really bad. So engagement is the most important thing. So by engaging with DMs, with stories and comments. Okay, the other thing is, and we've already mentioned it here, but I want to mention it again. Krabby, thank you so much. Thank you, Legend Krabby. Just roar. I appreciate you all for the support. Krabby, I have to have you back on the show. So I lost my train of thought. Okay, so when you are like I was saying before, a lot of us are scared to share our streaming journey on social media because we're afraid of like what people are gonna think about us, or like Phoenix was saying in the comments earlier, privacy issues. There are ways that you can go about that, but in my personal experience and opinion, to me, it is the best way to connect with someone. And I mean, I respect people who, if you have a job where like you cannot be sharing on social media, that's a different story. I totally understand people have jobs, private lives. If that's you, 100% totally respect that. I am talking to the people who are simply afraid of what are people going to say that I'm sharing my streaming journey or my online personality journey. If that is you and that is your only reason for having a different Meet Me account or a different streamer account, I encourage you today to take the leap and be courageous and start sharing your streaming journey on your social media, because you're going to realize people are going to connect more with you. When you guys are sharing on social media, like let's say you have a different Meet Me account on Instagram, it comes up as like very spammy. So number one, people who don't know you might think you're not real. Number two, people might be a little bit scared of connecting with you because they're not gonna know like what you're about, and people who don't know what streaming is, they're gonna be confused, right? But the way I run my social media, and mind you, I don't have a big social media account. I did a few years, like 2 years ago, and I started a whole brand new one before Meet Me. It had nothing to do with Meet Me, right? But when you share your everyday, like what you like to eat, or like if you have a message you want to share with someone, um, anything that you want to share, and then you implement your streaming lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle. If you're a streamer, if you're a consistent streamer, this is a lifestyle. This is not just something that's like, no, this is like something you also do, and it's part of who you are. So be proud of who you are and start sharing that with people. For me, the way that my biggest fear was, oh my God, are people gonna think I'm a cam girl? So what I did was I made sure that people know that my streaming is not me being a cam girl, right? So anyways, how did I do that? I make sure I talk to people. I share what my show is about. I share like snippets of me streaming with my friends, so people can see that, oh, this is a healthy thing, like this is a positive thing. Anyways, for you guys just tuning in right now, welcome. This is Own It. This is your feature show that happens here on every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We still have a few more minutes that we can use for the featured hours. So I'm still going to be bringing up my two guests for final thoughts, and I am currently giving you tips on social media, how to optimize your social media. Thank you for the love and the support. So the other thing is reels. When it comes to reels, you guys, there's just an update that just came out, I believe yesterday or the day before. Now Instagram is going to start prioritizing reels that are original. And what I mean with that by that is reels that are being actually edited on the reels section of Instagram, right? So like if you're reposting from other platforms, unfortunately, they're not really going to put you out there as much as like if you record your clips inside reels and you edit them inside reels. You don't have to get all like tricky about it. It could simply be, oh, I took a video, I want to talk to you about this topic today of why you should have healthier habits, and you simply do a clip and you add a transition right there inside the reels, like a quick transition, a filter, a song, and then you continue with your clip. That's easy, but that's something that you did inside the Reels app. And now Instagram is going to be like, oh, this is an original creator. Let's push them out there, right? So that's another easy tip. And just simply sharing your interest and adding question stickers to your stories. Like, even if you're a person who's shy, I know a lot of us in here might be shy or introverted. Like, even if you're shy, it doesn't matter. Just simply like take videos of something you like to do, and then do question stickers like, oh, what do you guys think about this? Should I choose X or should I choose Y? And to me, that is a huge excuse me, a huge difference when it comes to your social media, how to optimize it. Remember, it's all about engagement and real relationships and connections. All right. And stay safe, please. Make sure, like, I hope you were here when I was talking about safety tips on social media. Stay safe. So thank you so much for being here. Let me ask both of my guests to jump back in the box for final thoughts. And thank you guys for all the engagement and all the engagement in the comment box and all the interaction. I super appreciate you all. It's been wonderful to have you here. Thank you, Legend. Big shout out to Legend. He's my streamer, my streaming BFF. I love him so much. So okay, let me see. Let me add both my guests in the box.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. What did I do? Sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
The computer, they have to, so if you have multiple people in the box, the second person needs to request and then cancel and request again. It's really weird how the computer does it.
Oh, okay. So should he cancel and request again?
If he requests again, he should be able to get in the box again this time.
Okay, JME, you got that? Thank you for letting me know, because I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, no, I was gonna tell you and then I completely spaced it because they're wool. They're not real. They're wool.
There we go. We're back. Let's go.
Let's go to the show. Well, I just wanted to have you both back. I always do this for final thoughts. I want to share my from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for taking your time and being here today. I've had a great time, great conversation. Of course. So anything you guys like, final thoughts, anything you guys want to say, let people know?
I think for me, like I generally like when I see like social media, I'll have my family platform and then I'll have my streaming platform. Like, so I have two different accounts and everything. So like, I know it sounds stupid, but see my Instagram, that's just a meet me Instagram. Like, I don't have no family interactions, and the only people that become close to me, like I will let them people become a part of my family. But other than that, I like to keep it social media based. That's what I like to do
Yeah,
anyway.
and I totally respect that, and I think that's a different circumstance, because I don't use. I mean, I have shared things about my family, but I don't have like a family Instagram. So I don't wanna. I don't want to like share all those private moments with people, but that's totally fine. I would just say, if you have a Meet Me account, try to make it look like it's not spammy, because a lot of times we tend to only post like flyers and things like that, and then Instagram won't really like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, honestly, see, like if you click on my profile, that's on my thing now, you'll see my Instagram link and you'll realize that it's fully legit. Do you know what I mean? It's not spam, it's completely legit.
Well, everybody follow JME then, so we can see how he does it.
I have too many Instagrams accounts because I have my normal one, I have our reptile breeding one, I have my photography one, I have my art one. So it gets a little tedious having so many.
To be fair, Bliss, like, big up you though. You're doing a lot of things. Like, big up you. Like, you got so many Instagrams. Like, I hope you do well with everything that you're doing. Like, I've got two Instagrams. One's family, my kids. The rest is my streaming platform.
See, my Instagram, I don't really care who's on it. My Facebook is typically what I keep most of my family and close friends on. My Instagram I keep public. I don't post anything I don't want people to know.
No,
yeah, 100%. That's the other thing. Yeah. Like, if you don't want someone to know something, then don't post it.
Yeah, I was gonna comment when the person asked, like, are you comfortable sharing your private life? It's like, you only share as much as your private life as you want to share, just like any other platform. You allow people in as much as you want, and then there's stuff that you just don't need to tell people.
100%. So Kim is asking, how do I make it not spammy? So in my opinion, the easiest way to make it not spammy, even if it's just your Meet Me account, is don't post so many flyers. Post like flyers every 3 or 4 pictures, and then just add things to your Instagram that you're genuinely interested about, or that you make your streams about. So like, for example, if you're a painter and that's what you do in your stream, then start adding more painting things. That's you?
I'm a decorator by trade. That's what I do that's my job. I'm a decorator.
Nice. There you go, bingo. So that's how you make it not spammy. You post things about you, who you are, your lifestyle. Even if it's not you physically, post things about what you're interested about that you also do in your streams, and that's gonna make it less spammy. That's my opinion.
Honestly, I feel like, do you
So
know, like some people on their Instagram, like, so I'll have people that are real, they are real, but they'll have like 4 posts, and I'm like, I'm not gonna add that person. They got 4 posts. I don't know if it's real. Like, I'm unsure. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm consistently, even if it, like, for instance, I don't even just post about myself. Like, if I'm streaming and I see my friend's done well, is that a good versus, or a little clip that was really funny, like, I'll post it because it's consistency. You're showing that your account is legit and you're up to date, and people will follow on that. Do you know what I mean? But if you've got like 3 posts or 6 posts, people ain't gonna. If you've got 3 posts and like 1,000 followers, people look at that and you think you're skeptical. You're like, I don't know if I want to add that.
Yeah. How many do you have, Jay?
Big up emoji, Jay.
I know there's
I love
a
that.
few people in the comments that are like, I got 12 accounts. Emoji J's like, don't ask me how many I got. You guys, if you have questions about social media, make sure you can hit me up on the DMs and ask me questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm available. I don't mind, replying to people as long as you guys are respectful. I'll reply back to you, okay? Um,
Love that.
and I'm sure Jay and me too. Make sure you follow all of us and connect with us. And thank you so much.
Love that.
Appreciate you.
Love
Yeah,
that.
you guys have been amazing today. I have really enjoyed talking to all of you and sharing our energy and time together. And I just want to say thank you for being receptive of my opinions and my, the things that I shared with you guys and my tips. I really appreciate that.
Well, I want to say thank you for letting me be a part of your show. I appreciate it.
Same, yes.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for having us.
Of course, of course. I appreciate you too. So, okay, so like I said at the beginning of the show, I am going to be making my top supporter of the stream my bouncer today. That is like a thing I do, and I'm trying it out. If it doesn't work, if like I said, if you're not respectful and it doesn't work for me, I'll simply remove it. Okay, but
Love that.
So my shout out to my top gifter of the stream, Legend. Woo! Legend is already my
Big up, legend.
bouncer. So yeah, Legend's amazing. Shout out to him. Go favor him. My number 2 supporter is Just Roar, who just became my bouncer last Tuesday. So thank you, Just Roar.
Hey, let's go.
So I guess my bouncing today is going to go to my number 3. I appreciate all your support, who is Riot Maker. Hopefully you don't do riots in my stream, but
Riot's a good guy. Riot's a good guy.
he's a good guy. Okay, yay.
Yeah, Riot's a good guy.
So
Love
Riot
that.
Maker, welcome to the bouncer. Welcome to being part of this amazing community. Thank you for the support. Everyone can bounce for. Okay, I love it. Thank you. That makes me feel so much better. So let me set you as bouncer. Woo! Yay!
Hey, there we go. There we
Thank you
go.
so much. So before we go quickly, I want to do a little video. I usually do this on my phone. I take a screenshot, but of course I can't do that today. So yay! Thank you so much for being part of Own It. Thank you for the support. Thank you to my beautiful guests and everyone in the comment box. Yay! Thank you guys. It has been such an amazing show. I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a beautiful Christmas.
And you as well. You enjoy your Christmas. Have a lovely New Year as well.
Have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you
Stay
guys.
warm. I don't know
Yes,
where you
lovely to
live,
meet
but
you
it's
as well.
snowing here, so.
It's snowing.
Hey.
I'm in California, so it's not that bad.
We're in Seattle, and we've got like 5 inches now.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
That's scary.
It's good here. The UK is good. It's normal wet weather. We're good. There's no snow. We're good here.
Oh, I love that. Okay, my loves, have a great rest of your afternoon.
Lovely.
And
Thank you so much.
in here. Thank you. Bye.
See you later.
I don't know how do I end this? How do I end this? Guys, I don't know how to end the stream. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me take a photo of this. Guys, I really don't know how to end the stream. So if you have, I might just stay here. Oh no, I can't even see the comments now. What happened?